President and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Edmund Burke, will now open the ceremony.
Graduands and guests, as President and Vice-Chancellor of the University, and by the authority of the Senate and the Council, I declare this congregation open for the conferring of degrees on candidates, both present and absent. A very warm welcome to you all, and now please be seated. Lord Lieutenant, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Graduands, today is a momentous day, a significant milestone in your lives. For some, the end of higher education as you move on to a profession, and for others, the next step along your educational pathway. When you look back on your time at Leicester, it will be for many reasons. The memorable events you attended, sporting triumphs, your favourite lectures, and taking part in groups and societies. At Leicester, you will have forged friendships with people from across the world with different outlooks, cultures and values. Friendships that have helped you to thrive and survive, and friendships for life that will be as important to you in the decades to come as they are today. A sense of community and belonging is at the heart of our campus, and it's this sense of belonging that will prepare you on the road ahead, ensuring that you're ready to face new challenges with confidence and with strength. University is about much more than just exams and assessments. It's about discovery. What you've learned about yourself is as important as the subject that you've studied. Remember your first day at Leicester, when everything seemed so new. Many of you had left home for the first time. Some of you were the first in your family to go to university. Well, think of how far you've come, how much you've developed, and what a journey it's been. You've fulfilled hopes and aspirations and proved to yourself and to others what you are capable of. After all your hard work, now is your opportunity to celebrate. Today is a time for cheers and laughter and tears of joy. And we've an extra reason to celebrate today, because it was 100 years ago that the foundations for this university were laid, and you are among our first centenary graduates. The University of Leicester was established, quite uniquely, as a living memorial to all those who had made sacrifices in the First World War. We were built on the hope for a better tomorrow. By bringing people together, our founders sought to use higher education as a power for good to transform lives. That's a commitment that we honour to this day.
Let us offer higher education as our war memorial, to honour those who took part in the Great War, to the glory of those gallant fighters who came through, and to the memory of those devoted heroes who gave their lives in the cause of freedom. Now, every material asset a person possesses may flee. Education alone is an asset of which an individual cannot be robbed.
The University of Leicester, educating and inspiring for a century.
You should be proud to be a Leicester graduate. You're graduating from a university that's ranked amongst the top 200 in the world by the Times Higher. And we are one of only 25 targeted by the country's top 100 graduate employers. You're also part of a university with a world-leading reputation for research and discovery. We're known for the invention of DNA fingerprinting by Sir Alec Jeffreys, and of course, we made the remarkable discovery of King Richard III right here in Leicester. More recently, we've designed and built equipment on board the European Space Agency's Bepi-Colombo mission to Mercury. This continues a proud history of our technology operating in space every year since 1967. Last year, we were awarded the Times Higher Education Research Project of the Year. This was for a pioneering kit that collects DNA evidence and will secure justice in developing countries. And in medicine, our work has shown why the first pill for asthma in 20 years can help to reduce asthmatic attacks. We are proud of our global impact. I'm proud to be a global university, in a city that's amongst the most culturally and ethnically diverse in the UK. Being part of the international family that is the University of Leicester has provided you with the knowledge and experience to become a global citizen, equipped for life in the 21st century. You graduate at a time when the world is grappling with major challenges, be that climate change, political uncertainty, growing inequalities, or ageing populations, to name just some. Your generation will be instrumental in tackling these issues. And what you've learned at this university will empower you to make a difference. In the words of children's rights campaigner Marian Wright Edelman, education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community and world better than you found it. Graduands, we believe in your abilities to go out there and make change happen. It might feel like you're saying goodbye to your university today, but I can assure you that it's just the start of a new relationship. As a Leicester graduate, you will always be part of the Leicester family. You join our global network of 190,000 alumni who keep in touch with us to tell us about their success. And we look forward to hearing your stories, because in many ways it's the combined impact of your individual achievements that truly measures the value of the University of Leicester. Graduands, you now have new letters that you can put after your name, a permanent reminder of your time at Leicester. But our purpose has been to equip you with something more than a degree, with the spirit of intellectual inquiry, with a deep curiosity, and with the perseverance, skills and confidence to launch yourself into life beyond university. Parents, relatives and friends of our graduating students, please join me in applauding our graduating class of 2019. Graduands, please join me in showing your appreciation to your families and friends for their ongoing support. Families and friends, can I encourage you to clap, cheer, make noise as our graduands walk along the stage? This is a day to celebrate, and it's important that you make the most of it. Graduands, I congratulate you on the degrees that you've obtained, and on behalf of the University of Leicester, I wish you every success for the future. Thank you.
President and Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the College of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities, I, Professor Vasil Tsaikler, present the following candidates for their awards. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dima Abdul-Jabbar. Kathleen Bell. Bronwyn Edwards. Richard Fallon. Shamila Harry. Konstantina Kontopoulou. Jennifer Miller. Rebecca Moore. Gloria Nyami. Selçuk Şentürk. Pimalapon Wongchinasi. For the degree of Doctor of Education, Jennifer Morris. Shane Payne. Jalpa Ruparelia. For the degree of Master of Arts in Applied Linguistics and TESOL, Sarah Arjus. Siobhan Parker. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, Learning and Teaching, Karen Morris. For the degree of Master of Arts in English Studies, Francesca Sanders. For the degree of Master of Arts in International Education, Melanie Crawford. Miranda Douglas. Amna Thomas. For the degree of Master of Arts in Psychodynamic Counselling and Psychotherapy, Teresa Renee Fisser. Amy Wilson. For the degree of Master of Arts in TESOL, Samra Bhatti. For the degree of Master of Arts in the Country House, Hannah Raby. Alistair Streak. Linda Whiston. Helen Whitaker. For the degree of Master of Science in Educational Leadership, Charlotte Andrews. Stephen Briffer. Anne-Marie Hanson. Michael Sweeney. For the postgraduate diploma in the Country House, Janet Peacock. For the postgraduate certificate in education, primary, Aisha Ashkir. Sabia Aswat. Chloe Bailey. Fatima Begum. Nathan Braun. Rebecca Britton. Rhiannon Carter. Sally Connell. Martha Rose Daly. Jonathan Davis. Eleni Japouros. Jamie Draper. Sally Eames. Jill Edwards. Sherry Emir. Scott Essex. Bethany Freeman. Miranda Freeman. Hannah Gandhi. Harman Garg. Kane Grafton. Nakita Gridley. Charlotte Hannah. Sophie Hocking. Chloe Jones. Mariam Makta. Muniza Malamji. Eleanor Martin. Matthew Merrison. Philip Naylor. Luke O'Sullivan. Zainab Patel. Hannah Pawley. Crystal Peters. Joseph Pope. Millie Potter. Jamie Pratt. Shamara Roberts. Megan Rohan. Mehabin Saeed. Rebecca Scott. Charlotte Stone. Armina Taylor. Hannah Toft. Keris Wadkin. Jack Walker. Grace Ward. Charlotte Warren. Abigail Welch. Elizabeth Woodcock. Amrin Yaqub. For the Postgraduate Certificate in Education, School-Based Initial Teacher Training, Sarah Adam. Suhair Ahmed. Lauren Allen. Sahama Ashkir. Emily Jane Barnes. Sultana Begum. Emma Brewster. Hannah Busby. Rebecca Canuti. Jodie Chadwick. Caris Chalklin. Bethany Chamberlain. Nicola Chapman. Zainab Chowdhury. Louise Clark. Remy Clark. Jordan Coles. Andrew Cook. Lorna Cooper. Zach Copley. Sohini Das. Sarah Davison. Molly Devereux. Emma Dolby. Shannon Dunnan. Robin Fairbrother. Ailis Fletcher Brown. Amy Garrett. Susanna Garzon Hoyo. Anthony Gerard.
Well done.
Charlotte Gibbs. Hannah Goodman. Christopher Gray. Lydia Greentree. Elena Holman. Jessica Hurd. Megan Jeffery. Tanisha Jeffrey. Hayley Johnson. Laura Jones. Pooja Joshi. Jordan Kitely. Tessa Lambert. Najma Mukhtar. Sabina Mukhtar. Demi Marvin. Jessica Mason. Joe McCartney. Sonal Modvadia. Molly O'Malley. Amira Omar. Hannah O'Neill. Laurie Page. Anna Parsons.
Well done.
Anita Patel.
Well done.
Vandana Patel.
Well done.
Bethany Payne.
Well done.
Zoe Peel.
Well done.
Amy Pete.
Well done.
Sophie Penny.
Well done.
Lee Rawson-Gill.
Well done.
Charlie Ann Richmond.
Well done.
Halima Sidat.
Well done.
Selina Street Soden.
Well done.
Oliver Suffolk.
Well done.
Megan Sykes.
Well done.
Nikita Taylor.
Well done.
Olivia Talbot.
Well done.
Abby Teasdale. Eleanor Thomas.
Well done.
Paige Thorogood Patel.
Well done.
Anne-Marie Timmins.
Well done.
Jasmine Timmins.
Well done.
Bethany Toynton.
Well done.
Konstantina Chamji.
Well done.
Grace Walters.
Well done.
Elise Walton.
Well done.
Mackenzie Ward.
Well done.
Lucy Webster.
Well done.
Chloe Welford.
Well done.
Kirsty Woodward.
Well done.
For the Postgraduate Certificate in Education Secondary, Philippa Abbott.
Well done.
Daniela Agar.
Well done.
Sadia Amanji.
Well done.
Ellie Bates.
Well done.
Bilkis Begum.
Well done.
Laura Brooker.
Well done.
Sophie Bullock.
Well done.
Nadia Chowdhury.
Well done.
Eliana Coles.
Well done.
Victoria Dunn.
Well done.
Katie Facer.
Well done.
Thomas Fincham.
Well done.
Hazel Fisher. Miriam Harfacree.
Well done.
Edward Harris.
Well done.
Megan Hayes.
Well done.
Sabrine Herridge.
Well done.
Luke Heward.
Well done.
Adil Hussain.
Well done.
Gavin Jones.
Well done.
Samuel Jordan.
Well done.
Dylan Kushelbai.
Well done.
Catherine Lawrence.
Well done.
Masuma Mirza.
Well done.
Serge Nana,
Well done.
Callum O'Grady,
Well done.
Mariam Osman, Karishma Pancholi,
Well done.
Lara Phillips,
Well done.
Alice Priestley, Emma Pye,
Well done.
Anthony Rye,
Well done.
Joanne Riley,
Well done.
Amber Smith,
Well done.
Emily Stanyard,
Well done.
Derek Stone,
Well done.
Robin Sumner,
Well done.
Tammy Swift, Sonia Taylor,
Well done.
Sam Thompson,
Well done.
Victoria Ty,
Well done.
Pooja Valambia,
Well done.
Alice Walker,
Well done.
Charlotte Wilson,
Well done.
Elizabeth York, Ruqayya Zaman, for the postgraduate certificate in academic and professional practice, Precious Akpona,
Well done.
Mariana Charuntaki,
Well done.
for the professional graduate certificate in education primary, Sunaina Akhtar Chaudhary, Melanie Keith,
Well done.
Munisa Sheikh,
Well done.
for the professional graduate certificate in education, school-based initial teacher training, Claire Gordon,
Well done.
Lauren Hurst,
Well done.
Danvir Johal,
Well done.
Kulsum Kazmani,
Well done.
Emandeep Lally, Amun Sangha,
Well done.
for the professional graduate certificate in education secondary, Arti Bosale,
Well done.
Amy Coxon,
Well done.
Felistar Durance,
Well done.
Sana Hardy,
Well done.
Dumiso Mbelezi,
Well done.
Judith Purchase,
Well done.
Peter Riley,
Well done.
President and Vice-Chancellor, as public orator, may I present Chris Keates, a candidate for an honorary degree. In the heyday of the potteries in Stoke-on-Trent, it was normal for everyone to walk to work from their homes to a local pottery factory down the street. People did not travel far from their neighbourhood, and it was therefore highly unusual for a local girl like Chris Keates to go away to university, and not to the nearest one in Kiel, but miles away in Leicester. Chris came from a family that valued education. Her mother and her uncle were teachers. Leicester offered Chris the opportunity to study geology and ancient history, but to her delight, she also discovered she could major in archaeology, which had always been a passion of hers. Chris remembers with great pleasure taking part in a major excavation of the Lunt Roman fort in Coventry. On campus, Chris's abiding memory is of the Attenborough Tower with its Paternoster lift and the wind tunnel between it and the Charles Wilson building, where a gale blew whatever the weather. After graduation, Chris did teacher training at Birmingham University. Her first teaching practice was at an inner-city school in Small Heath. She did so well that the school offered her a permanent job, which she accepted. Chris stayed in the job for 12 years and remembers these as some of the most rewarding times of her teaching career. The high aspiration and appreciation of parents, despite the problems of inner-city deprivation, were inspiring. Educational visits, even around Birmingham, were a great event for most of her pupils, many of whom had never visited the city centre. Chris then moved to take up a post as head of humanities at a school in King's Heath and eventually became an advisory teacher. Throughout her years as a teacher, Chris has been active in the Union of Women Teachers, which in 1976 merged with the NIS to form NIS-UWT, the Teachers' Union. Her key motivation was the concept of equality and workers' rights. At that time, teachers were trying to educate pupils against a background of immense social changes, whilst being undervalued by government and employers. Chris always held the view that if teachers are valued, they are better able to focus on looking after the pupils they teach. This concept of putting teachers first has been at the heart of Chris's motivation and her work in NIS-UWT. In 1998, Chris became Assistant Secretary of NIS-UWT. One of her major tasks was to lead on the newly elected Labour government's Green Paper, Teachers Meeting the Challenge of Change. A key idea of the Green Paper was an improvement in the pay of teachers by the introduction of a performance threshold. Chris was instrumental in developing a handbook on how to make a successful application to cross the threshold to a higher salary. About 250,000 teachers were successful in this process and consequently received a higher salary. The handbook was, of course, only available to NIS-UWT members, and this resulted in a vast surge in membership applications. The 2003 National Workforce Agreement forged a unique social partnership with the Labour government, which ushered in historic improvements to teachers' contracts. One of these changes was guaranteed planning, preparation and assessment time within the school day, unprecedented for many teachers, particularly in primary schools. Looking back, this was a golden period of progress in teachers' pay and conditions. Chris went on to become Union Deputy Secretary in 2001, and in 2004 she was elected by the membership as NIS-UWT's first female General Secretary. In a union where 75% of the membership are women, she was immensely proud to have been entrusted with this critical role. Chris has always championed equality. During the centenary of women's suffrage, she was chosen as one of the 100 women's suffrage champions by Oxford University Women in Humanities project. Chris has always been committed to the wider trade union movement and has been a member of the TUC General Council for many years. She is also a great internationalist and is very proud of NIS-UWT's affiliation to Education International, which is a global education union representing over 30 million teachers around the world. It is an organisation which fights oppression of teachers and teacher trade unionists, which unfortunately continues in too many countries around the world today. The NASUWT is not a party political organisation, but it campaigns politically on behalf of members, championing issues which affect teachers' working lives. One such issue is the current plight of migrant teachers, who, because of the current pay policy, will be unlikely to aspire to £35,000 per year, the threshold the government has stipulated they must reach in 5 years to enable them to remain in the UK. Consequently, although the numbers are difficult to estimate, more than 20,000 teachers could face deportation, not only devastating their lives, but also having a major impact on the lives of young people at a time of a national crisis in teacher supply. Chris is at present courageously defending the employment rights of migrant teachers, who make such a valuable contribution to our education system. She is lobbying for teaching to be an exempted profession from these harsh and unfair regulations. We are proud to regard Chris Keates as one of our graduates. After an outstanding career in teaching, she is a superb head of NASUWT, the largest union representing teachers and head teachers. Chris successfully stood for re-election as General Secretary on 3 occasions unopposed, which speaks volumes for the confidence of her members in her. Chris Keates has had a major impact on the value we put upon teachers, and through that process she has affected all of us who have benefited from our education. President and Vice-Chancellor, on the recommendation of the Senate and Council, I present Chris Keates that you may confer upon her the Honorary Degree of Doctor of Laws.
Well done. Very well done.
President and Vice-Chancellor, it is an immense honour for me to receive this honorary degree and to be here today. And I'm particularly pleased that I'm receiving this award in the context of seeing so many young and talented people receiving the fruits of their hard work, many of whom will be starting careers in teaching. That has given me a particular pleasure this morning to see that. I've spent my whole lifetime in education as a pupil, as a student, as a teacher, and for the last 20 years as a representative of teachers and head teachers. People tell me I should get out more. But at every stage of that journey, teachers have been a critical part of my life. My mother and sister, both teachers and head teachers, the teachers who taught me at school and university, the teachers and head teachers who, as members of the NASUWT, have put their trust in me to champion and to represent them. All of this has fueled my passion for education and my deep belief that education is not only a human right, but a public good. And it's also a cornerstone of a democratic society, an essential element in the framework of social rights of children, of young people, and of adults. And I equally, and just as firmly, believe that a just and democratic society depends on a healthy and free trade union movement, campaigning for social and economic justice, fairness, and equality. I've been extremely fortunate, therefore, to be able to combine those twin passions, a belief in the fundamental importance of education and in trade unionism, and to represent teachers whose contribution, as all evidence shows, and every parent and carer will testify to, matters most to pupils' learning. I've had the good fortune to be able to be part of the best of times in our public education system, particularly in the first decade of this century, where every child matters was at the heart of government policy, and there was a clear recognition and understanding that teachers' pay and conditions of service are inextricably linked to high standards of education. Genuine efforts, therefore, were made at that time to recognise and reward teachers as highly skilled professionals and to provide them with the working conditions which enabled them to focus on their core role of teaching and leading learning. But I have also, unfortunately, experienced the worst of times in the history of our public education service, and now is one of those. Children facing grinding poverty, homelessness, disadvantage. Teachers every day picking up the pieces of broken lives and stolen life chances at no small cost to themselves. Access to educational opportunity increasingly based on parents' ability to pay, fundamentally compromising a key principle of our great public service ethos. Deregulation of the responsibility for public education and the deregulation and the disempowerment of our teaching profession and the failure to respect and value teachers, which has led to the worst crisis in teacher recruitment and retention since World War II. It's at times like these, when the challenges are immense, that it's good to reflect and to seek inspiration from the struggle of others and show how people can triumph over adversity. The centenary of the suffragette movement last year provided one such opportunity. I was proud to be one of the 100 of Oxford University's Women in Humanities project suffrage champions, and as part of this, I was asked to reflect on a woman who had most inspired me. And there were many that I could have chosen from, but I actually chose Sophie Scholl, a student at the University of Munich and an anti-Nazi political activist in the White Rose, a non-violent resistance group in Nazi Germany during the Second World War. Sophie was captured by the Gestapo, tortured and finally beheaded. She was 21 when she died. As Sophie faced execution, she said, "Stand up for what you believe in, even if you are standing alone." Now, Sophie did that in circumstances unlike any we, thankfully, may ever have to face today. But her words are ones that I have drawn on many occasions, and so has the union I represent. And many of the successes we've achieved during some of the most difficult times in education policy, many of the successes we've achieved on behalf of teachers, such as the groundbreaking contractual changes, the right to legally challenge adverse management practices, the right to refuse to teach violent and disruptive pupils. These are many successes, and we've gained these when we stood alone, often against the prevailing views of the day, for what we believe to be right. And that relentless focus on putting teachers first, which has equalities at its heart, and meeting the needs of teachers to empower them to focus on the needs of children and the young people that they teach. Teachers do an amazing job, day in, day out, nurturing and developing the talent of our children and young people, the future of our country. Teaching is a complex, multifaceted professional activity, which is simultaneously an art, a science, and a craft. The art of teaching is about being responsive and creative and developing intuitive capabilities. The craft of teaching is about mastering the full range of skills and practices needed by teachers to discharge their professional responsibilities effectively. The science of teaching is about using research and other forms of evidence to inform decisions about how to teach. The many great teachers we are fortunate to have across this country make it look easy. This year marks the centenary of the NASUWT, 100 years of being the voice of teachers. To be able to champion the rights and entitlements of teachers, teachers who change lives and build nations, is an immense privilege for me and for the NASUWT. I am grateful to have had the opportunity to do this, and therefore to be recognised for that work with this award today is the greatest honour for me, for which you have my deepest thanks and appreciation. Thank you.
Sasha Lawrence and Hannah Cowley will now perform the flower duet, Doma Epei, from Lakme by Dalib. In this piece, the two characters, Lakme and Malika, stand in a stream and spread flowers on the water. We dedicate this piece to all of you graduating today with our best wishes.
Just Pro-Chancellor, as Head of College of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities, I, Professor Henrietta O'Connor, present the following candidates for their awards. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English, Abkura Al-Haddad.
Well done.
Olivia Ashton. Holly Bennett.
Well done.
Laura Binns.
Well done.
Jonathan Birch. Hannah Broadbent. Megan Corbett.
Megan, well done.
Eleanor Cullen.
Well done.
Hayley Cullen.
Hayley, well done.
Amelia Jobber.
Amelia, well done.
Carla Field.
Carla, well done.
Lewis Foster.
Lewis, well done.
Priya Gill.
Yeah, well done.
Chloe Going.
Chloe, well done.
Jessica Greaves.
Jessica, well done.
Safa Hassam.
Safa, well done.
Hayat Hassan.
Well done, congratulations.
Georgina Hooton.
Georgina, well done. Well done.
Azza Hassan.
Well done, well done.
Awa Ibrahim.
Well done.
Nabila Irshad.
Nabila, well done.
Sumaira Jabba.
Well done, congratulations.
Emily German Collis.
Emily, well done.
Hannah Jevon.
Well done, congratulations.
Nafisa Jetam.
Lisa, well done.
Alicia Joti.
Lisa, well done. Congratulations.
Simran Joti.
Simran, well done.
Sophia Johal.
Sophia, well done.
Jamana Khan.
Well done, congratulations.
Laura Curtin.
Well done, Laura, well done.
Jessica Lee.
Well done.
Mandy Lipke.
Well done, congratulations.
Eleanor Marr.
Well done, well done.
Yasmin McLophy.
Well done, well done.
Shahina Mia. Christopher Murphy.
Christopher, well done.
Mercy Ngulube.
Mercy, well done.
Rachel Olagunju.
Rachel, well done.
Isabel Palmer.
Well done.
Cecilia Perry.
Well done, Cecilia, congratulations.
Amira Richards.
Well done, congratulations.
Elliot Robinson.
Elliot, well done.
Oliver Roylance.
Oliver, well done.
Katie Smith.
Katie, well done.
Emily Stevenson.
Well done, Emily.
Matthew Taylor.
Matthew, well done.
Amber Vella.
Amber, well done.
Rebecca Watts.
Becca, well done.
India Wentworth.
Congratulations, India.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and American Studies, Seelin Chan.
Congratulations, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and American Studies with a year abroad, Valerie Zara Ben Salem.
Well done, Valerie.
Leah Blackburn.
Well done.
Emma Brown.
Well done, Emma. Congratulations.
Charlotte Hope Shannon.
Charlotte, well done.
Poppy Morris.
Well done, Poppy.
Celia Altram Turner.
Well done.
Eleanor Wells.
Eleanor, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and History, Emily Duckett.
Emily, well done.
Matthew Field.
Matthew, congratulations.
Rachel Harris.
Congratulations, Rachel.
Eleanor Hogan.
Eleanor, well done.
Daniel Llewellyn.
Well done, Daniel.
Jaina Patel.
Jaina, well done.
Hayley Ryat.
Well done.
Jyoti Sambi.
Congratulations.
Nasra Saliman.
Well done.
Catherine Setchfield.
Catherine, well done.
Amy Shapiro.
Congratulations, well done.
Jessica Thornacroft.
Well done.
Luke Wharton.
Luke, well done.
William Wolstenholme.
Congratulations, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Literature with American Literature and Culture, Hannah Chesney.
Well done, Hannah.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Literature with Creative Writing, Emily Berg.
Emily, well done.
Lucy Gardner.
Well done, Lucy.
Brogan James.
Well done, congratulations.
Bronwyn James.
Bonnie, well done.
Ella March.
Well done, Ella.
Imogen Toms.
Well done, Imogen.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Literature with English Language, Lydia Ali.
Lydia, well done. Congratulations.
Shaquilan Khanum.
Well done. Congratulations, well done.
Haifa Khatib.
Well done. Congratulations.
Billy Russell.
Well done, Billy. Congratulations.
Hayley Snell.
Well done. Congratulations.
Eftimia Varela.
Anthony, well done.
Zaira Zahid.
Syra, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Literature with History, Lucy Humphrey.
Lucy, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English with a Year Abroad, Luke Adams.
Luke, well done.
Georgia Cook. Shaylin Davis.
Well done, well done.
Georgia Duploy.
Georgia, well done.
Margaret Hampford.
Margaret, well done.
Radia Jargis.
Congratulations, well done.
Bethany Moore.
Bethany, well done.
Amy Knock.
Amy, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in European Studies, Ella McGee.
Ellen, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Media Studies, Adiola Adekeoja.
Viola, well done.
Aaron Agikom.
Well done, congratulations.
Jasper Allen Stevens.
Jasper, well done.
Katie Berry.
Katie, well done.
Carolina Chaleka.
Well done, Carolina.
Yasmin Davis Nash.
Yasmin, well done.
Shireen Draper.
Shireen, well done.
Alfie Goostrey.
Alfie, well done.
Gwen Ju Nai.
Congratulations, well done.
Chisum Okreke.
Lisa, well done.
Graham Pickett.
Well done, Graham.
Lucian Pickford.
Lucian, well done.
Georgina Sanger.
Georgina, well done.
Lewis Sinclair.
Lewis, well done, well done.
Molly Steele.
Molly, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies in English, Henry Kidney.
Henry, well done.
Sadie Townsend.
Sadie, well done.
Amy Worrell.
Amy, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies and Visual Arts, Eloise Clark.
Eloise, well done.
Charlotte Dean.
Charlotte, well done.
Ruby Gregory.
Ruby, well done.
Joseph Groves.
Joseph, congratulations.
Zoe Heslop.
Well done, Zoe.
Arjun Sandhar.
Congratulations, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies and Visual Arts with a year abroad, Amir Ibrahim.
Amir, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies with Creative Writing, Joelle Newton.
Well done, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film Studies with Marketing, Daniel O'Connor.
Daniel, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and English, Priya Blackham.
Priya, congratulations.
Rachel Edelstein.
Rachel, well done.
Nathania Mayard.
Daniel, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and Italian, Mia Bright.
Priya, well done.
Hannah Pugh.
Well done, Hannah.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and Spanish, Alex Badgery.
Alex, well done.
Katerina Dowling.
Congratulations, well done.
Winnie Gee.
Well done, congratulations.
Chelsea Henson.
Chelsea, well done.
Millicent Lloyd.
Millicent, well done.
Talia Penfold.
Talia, well done.
Jada Regis.
Congratulations, well done.
Charlotte Rooney.
Charlotte, well done.
Ria Sadrani.
Melissa, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History of Art, Alicia Allen.
Alicia, well done.
Erin Bradley.
Well done. Congratulations.
Ellen Pusey.
Ellen, well done.
Sorowit Trion.
Congratulations. Well done.
Tammy Udagawa.
Congratulations. Well done.
Constance Wetherill.
Constance, well done.
Amy Wheeler.
Amy, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History of Art and English, Inari Abram.
Nari, well done.
Agni Boucher.
Congratulations. Well done.
Georgia Cheers Aslanian. Jessica Dean.
Jessica, well done.
Hamish Shah.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History of Art with History, Alexa Furby.
Alexa, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in History of Art with Italian Language, Laura Hughes. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Italian and Spanish, Eve Cameron.
Well done, Eve.
Molly Furnival Phillips.
Well done, Molly.
Dominic Lombino.
Congratulations. Well done.
Molly Simpson.
Molly, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Modern Language Studies, Abigail Cattell.
Abigail, well done.
Beatrice Militilo.
Beatrice, well done.
Timothy Simpson.
Timothy, well done.
Edmund White.
Edmund, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages and Translation, Rebecca Maiden.
Rebecca, well done.
Carla Ortez Marquez.
Carla, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages with Management, Michaela Brigoli.
Well done, Michaela.
Loretta Della Ripa.
Well done, Loretta.
Matthew Thomas.
Matthew, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages with Management and English as a Foreign Language, Lok Chan.
Well done, congratulations.
Jizi King.
Well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Modern Languages with Translation, Megan Bell.
Well done, Megan.
Sam Binchak.
Sam, well done.
Valentina Cauduro.
Well done, Valentina.
Ella Forster.
Ella, well done.
Jessica Hebden.
Jessica, well done. Congratulations.
Ifuako Igbenosa.
Congratulations, well done.
Joseph James.
Well done, Joseph.
Susanna Millen.
Susanna, well done.
Stefana Sampson.
Susanna, well done. Congratulations.
Gabriella Wallace.
Gabriella, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and English, Samuel Lloyd.
Samuel, well done.
Saoirse Lynch.
Congratulations, well done.
For the Arts Foundation degree in Drug and Alcohol Counselling and Treatment, Melanie Birtles.
Melanie, well done.
Chris Dobson.
Chris, well done.
Emma Jean Faulknell.
Congratulations. Well done.
Amanda Furlong.
Well done, Amanda.
Satvinder Hundal.
Congratulations, well done.
Sharon Michelle McCulloch.
Well done, congratulations.
Jacqueline McManus.
Jacqueline, well done.
Mary Moss.
Very well done.
Clifton Muir.
Well done, Kristen.
Lisa Nolan.
Lisa, well done.
Anthony Roger Norton.
Well done.
Mandy Palmer.
Well done.
Douglas Robb.
Well done, Douglas.
Sue Rogers.
Well done, Sue.
Lindsay Smith.
Lindsay, well done.
Lucy Wenlock.
Well done, Lucy.
For the Arts Foundation degree in Integrative Counselling, Nicola Cadman Bailey.
Nicola, well done.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Media Studies, Monique Jones.
Well done, Monique. Congratulations.
For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Italian and Spanish, Frederick Mensah.
Frederick, well done. Congratulations.
President and Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Mr. Matthew Mobbs, who has been nominated for a University Distinguished Teaching Fellowship. Matthew is clearly driven by a powerful ambition to inspire learning and is imaginative in his approach to practice. Matthew has been a major influencer, championing the uptake of innovative teaching and learning practices across the university, particularly with regard to the development and use of digital resources.
Well done. Well done.
The Pro-Chancellor students, Dr. Susie Ember, will now address the congregation.
Graduates, it's wonderful to be here on such a special occasion. Just 10 years ago, like you, I stood on this stage to receive a degree from the University of Leicester. That moment was a springboard for an incredible adventure, from climbing the highest mountains to building and operating a spacecraft that's heading for Mercury right now. One of my greatest privileges here at the university is that I teach the first ever lecture that my students hear when they come to begin their studies. That first day, I teach a diverse group of young people just starting out on their journey. I teach them first year and second year and third year and have watched their progress with awe. I learned their names, we shared tea and cake, and we formed a community. I could not be more proud of the students sitting here today because I have seen your struggles, watched you persevere, and shared your triumphs. This day is one of great celebration, and you have filled your friends and family with immense pride. As you take your next steps through life, whether you're traveling the world or entering the world of work, I hope you will look back on these years with a smile and on this place with fondness. As a member of our global alumni family, you are part of a living legacy to build a better future through the benefits of higher education. Today we all stand proud and remember our beginnings, ut vitam habeant, so that they may have life.
Graduates and guests, please be upstanding for the final time in this ceremony. Everyone, please join me in congratulating our class of 2019. I now declare this congregation closed.